Let them be out of the class. What is it? You meet me after this one. What do you call it? Your result. You're not going to. Ruya Poddar is the best. I said Ruya. How old is it? BA, sorry, BCom. दूसरा इसमें है अपना पूरा ग्रुप है मैं चाह रहा थी मैं चाहता हूँ कभी नहीं चाहता EPS अच्छा बोले जैसा भी चलो let's start with that yeah कैमरा कैसे शिफ्ट कर This is the RP. They will be there. Let them stay. Come on. How is this economic? Leave मतलब negative for economics because अगर commerce की तरह तो सही where did we leave on the gap? That is complete. That also complete. Almost this chapter is coming to an end. Matching principle, dual course of the money measurement concept I have explained. Accounting conventions or modifying principle है. The next chapter. In your school, this chapter, how many numericals take? Financial accounting. Numericals need the formula. But numericals किया कि नहीं किया? दूसरा नहीं but दूसरे भी का लक्ष्य CBSE and ICSE board is doing so much studying. Keep writing, let this boys learn. I'll give them a good head. So whatever you have cancelled, it is not there, na? Sure, na? ये सब नहीं है Write the next one. Trading and non-trading organization, trading and non-trading activities involves trading and non-trading activities involves preparing an FA report. The FA is like to keep a strict check over the receipts and expenditure incurred. The receipts and the expenditure incurred. What is the meaning of the word receipts? Wherever you have written receipts, you write revenue. Second point. Business and trading organization need to prepare. Business and trading organization need to prepare gross profit oblique or gross loss account. Gross profit or gross loss account. Prepare. To understand gross profit or gross loss account, to understand gross profit or gross loss of that firm. Gross profit or gross loss of that firm. I understand what are you writing? Okay. Now you write the next heading, receipts and payment records. Yeah. Economics we are in the commercial finding का पता सोच जाएगा तो then we are okay. वो जो है ना वो फाइनेंस वाला वो सब कर देते हैं. पर मुझे लग रहा है कि मीटिंग कर देंगे सब एक्सप्लेन कैसे करें. ये पता चलेगा. Learning about the explanation you understood in the school. ठीक है, write down receipts and payment accounts. Is a summary of cash transaction prepared by a non-trading firm. Summary of what did I say? Cash transaction prepared by a non-trading firm at the end of every financial year. How do I explain this? We have on one side capital, another side profit. And I have first entry for receipts, first entry for payment, second entry for receipts, and second entry for payment. When I'm preparing at the end of maybe March or before April, as if the total value is 2 CR, wherein this is 3.5 CR. So what is my profit loss account? 1.5 CR. I've earned 2 CR, but I've spent. So that is what I'm saying. It is a summary of cash transaction between buyer, which agency? Is it a CA? Correct? Is it trading? Its main work is to prepare the summary. At the end of which year? March or April. And why do we need to prepare a financial transaction account? To keep a strict check over my profit or loss. I don't know whether you go for a big bank or not. I'm not allowing you. That was either here inside the room, what does it mean? And बोला ना बात कहीं बैठे जाता पहले तो बना रखते है ना क्या है सर 10 मिनट नहीं भाई साहब अभी 2 बजने जा रहा है पहले सीधा जल्दी हो बेचारा already we are keeping special class for you just that Bangladesh match also I was not in that. So पहले ये copy कर लें. I'm not going to explain for you. Yes. The PA is not trading ना. ऐसा क्यों करता है? वही ये summary बनाए. तो क्या है? And given the definition, gap is complete है ना? प्रकार learn किया. पूछो एग्जाम के लिए किया ओ तो अभी आज एग्जाम है ना राइट कम क्विकली राइट डाउन इंट्रोडक्शन यही का आप एक डालना हां लुक एट दैट जल्दी आप से कैन गो अहेड हां क्या है नेक्स्ट पॉइंट आप मैं थोड़ा स्टार्ट करो रेसिप्ट एंड पेमेंट अकाउंट अभी जितना लेट है उतना ही करिए रेसिप्ट एंड पेमेंट अकाउंट इज प्रिपेयर्ड एट द एंड ऑफ वीक like that which team has defeated South Africa Netherlands अभी पाकिस्तान ऊपर है और इंडिया नीचे है receipts and payment account is prepared at the end of the year from cash receipt journal J for journal and cash payment journal. I'll explain another both. How do I explain this what journal means? Maybe having in your 11th and 12th, if you are getting into commerce, something what is bookkeeping. एक लड़का ने सब्जेक्ट का ऐसा लिखा इकोनॉमिक बुकिंग एंड कीपिंग जबकि सब्जेक्ट का नाम है बुक कीपिंग और आया वो लड़का telling my 12th standard CBSE commerce batch and what do we call we have English and we have your Hindi also and if you don't want math there is one paper called SP. What about SP for the secretarial practice? If I tell you what is this bookkeeping, I say normally you see this Marwadi community. Recently एक फंक्शन आके गया जिसको लोग पहला अकाउंट बुक बनाता है this one with the skill what is that name and they start a new account book of their own Lakshmi book क्या करता है लक्ष्मी पूजा के दिन पुराना हिसाब किताब पूरा बंद करता है मैंने ऊपर टॉपिक का नाम लिखा है what do I still is searching for the base finally I ended up So likewise, every company needs to keep a journal. Journal for two. One for another for cash payment. I made a small ledger balance. Receipt 1 and 3 payment, receipt 2 and 3 payment. At the end of the March or April, my total receipt payment, receipt earning is 2 crores, whereas my capital payment, cash payment is 3.5 crores. So what is my financial accounting? Minus 1.5. It's very simple. Actually, reality, there are thousands and thousands of entries. But then it is a work of a non-trading firm. Then it may be CA, or it might be a firm which is away from this. What trading नहीं करना चाहिए? क्यों नहीं करना चाहिए? If it is trading, why that firm is calculating for principal? तो अपना खुद नहीं करेगा? Correct? But normally in our market we have a chartered accountant. Who is a chartered accountant? Who keeps several companies in his own pocket. क्या करता है कंपनी का? Costing and auditing करता है. Costing नहीं करता, auditing करता है. What is auditing? At the end of the Feb, before March and April, he has to submit the annual report to the government. जितना वो profit या loss दिखाएगा उसके accordingly आपको corporate tax भरना पड़ेगा. Feb से ही लोग start कर देते हैं. मार्च तक फाइलिंग हो जाना चाहिए. अप्रैल तक उनका वो रिटर्न्स का फाइल आएगा. अभी तो मोदी ने वो भी हटा दिया. आज 2 महीने के बाद जीएसटी फाइल. तो प्रॉफिट कर रहे हैं, लॉस कर रहे हैं, दैट इज इमैटेरियल. बट जीएसटी बता. जीएसटी क्या बोल रहा है? वो 25 कितना किया, सेल कितना किया, कहाँ तेरा ब्लैक मनी आ रहा है, कहाँ से जा रहा है. तो सॉरी टू से मेनी नॉर्थ इंडियन साइड, स्पेशली दिल्ली, गुड़गांव, more than 22 or 30 lakhs of companies have come to an end. वो अल्लाह बचाए, मोदी के वजह से कंपनी ये हो गया, कंपनी हो गया. क्यों हो गया? Because they were not coming under the GST. वो टैक्स नहीं भरता था. वो फॉर्म तो बचना बुक में एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं करता. बंद करना फिर. One, it is a non-registered. Two, it is not showing any accounts or profits. Three, employment is not at all guarantee. आप उसके अंदर काम कर कभी भी तुझे रात में कितना लगा है ना? If it is a proper company which is maintaining accounts, then he or she has to show Stan is working for me, Devan is working for me, and Gumiraj and Saket are working for me. And on your 4 names, I have to pay taxes to the government. I am giving the salary for which I have to give you the receipt. And how much tax I am paying on your account, I will deduct from your salary. Whatever deduction is done from your salary, you take it from the government. Am I adding anything to the government? No. अगर हर कंपनी अगर ऐसा करेगा, what is good for the government? Tax revenue will increase. By God forbids, you met with an accident inside the company only. Since you are paying tax on your name, since the company is registered, I am liable to give you compensation. Who will pay? Government will pay. If I am unregistered, sorry. क्यों? मेरा नाम से तो रिकॉर्ड ही नहीं होगा. कहाँ से निकलेगा? Understood? चलो. I want you guys to read for me. There's given on one side debit entry, on other side credit entry. Okay. चलो. Sam and me will read the credit side. We लोग ने सिर्फ दिया ही है एक specimen. Format as specimen of receipts and payment account is given below. 3 guys and we 2. Okay. Quick read करो opposite. She will read, if not I will read. Come on. Huh? Cash in hand. You read. So, we will read एक काम करो. Devang and she and you. दोनों के पास बुक है ना? Read करो. Let's see how quickly you understand and where is the you are reading the debit side, na? She will read the credit side. Is sure it is not this? Yes. Take it, go to the next. Find this. You will keep that the things are ये पूरा चैप्टर में से तो बोलते नहीं है ना? What is the next heading telling you? which is of ठीक है to that end and take the roots to the basics. Point number 1. I am seeing it. If it is quite easy, I will only explain, or you want my notes? एक बार देख लो ना. अगर आपको लगता है कि it is easy, I will explain to you. Because we need to spend 2 hours with you guys. You need to spend 2 hours with me. तो जितना तुम्हारा एनर्जी एक्सर्शन मेरा तो मॉर्निंग 8 से 11 बजे तक है. No need to confirm. I don't mean to get the rupees at the base. Shall we? Give me your textbook. 91 book. Yours. Will be by some place here. Come inside the book. Don't serve. क्या खाया मिला कि नहीं चाहिए उधर जाओ. मिला खाया पक्का चल. The first one I am reading. The account is a summary of a cash book combining cash and bank transaction. Which bank transaction are they saying? Either the credit or the debit. अभी सैन मेरे से माल लिया है तो कौन सा एंट्री में आएगा? क्रेडिट. और ये लोगों ने मेरे से खरीदा है डेबिट में जाएगा. तो दोनों का काम आई एम डूइंग थ्रू अ बैंक. So her payment will reflect into my credit entry. These two payments will be debit entry. Correct? So that is second point. The account begins with the opening balance of cash in hand and at bank. What is opening balance? हर एक फर्म का ओपनिंग बैलेंस कितना से स्टार्ट किया जाएगा? बोलेगा सर 100 रुपए से स्टार्ट. ऐसा कभी हुआ है? अरे 1 रुपए से स्टार्ट. What is opening balance? मतलब मैंने अपनी पॉकेट से उस कंपनी में कितना डाला? Sorry to say, the flat itself purchased from money. I purchased with 101 rupees. That was Akshay Tritiya day. When I booked the flat. तो मेरा जो इधर था सर आज आप अक्षय तृतीया के दिन आया अच्छी जानकारी. बोला ठीक है तो कितना है? बोला मेरे पास 100. ठीक है निकालो सर. ना दिया चाबी नहीं दिया. What does it mean? I opened that Karuka flat just with 101. If it is my firm, what is my opening balance? 101. Today it might be worth rupees 90 lakhs or 2.5 crores. But मेरा opening balance कितना से start किया? 0 दिया ना? ये तो मैंने कैश में दिया. और उसके बाद सर आपको मेरा अकाउंट में कुछ पैसा लगा. ठीक है. अभी भी आप गुजरात से मर्चेंट्स को इधर आता है हीरापन्ना मार्केट. क्या करते हैं? हीरापन्ना से मालूम पड़ेगा. डायमंड. डायमंड इतना सा व्हाइट कलर का बोरी जैसा रहता है बांध के. और चाय भी होटल में जाके नहीं पी. मैं क्या है? And all our diamond merchants, I'm only money. by 12 1 तक सब डीलिंग हो जाता है. बैंक ट्रांजैक्शन माल को देना. And by 3 or 4 they will take one book like that. Next day morning from Gujarat. It's a very good. So what does it mean? Opening balance हो बोलेगा सर 11 रुपए तो और ये मेरा पूरा करोड़ का ही रह जाएगा. And by the time he goes to his home account, that money is credited. Opening balance. What are you starting the business with? Said okay. Third point. You read Devan.
Is there a real account there? Real account debit or credit?
ये हमेशा रूल याद रखो, डेबिट व्हाट कम्स इन एंड क्रेडिट व्हाट गोes up. Is it correct? How debit is what coming in? So whatever is debit of that account is coming into me. Whatever I have to pay these guys, it is going out of my account. Right? Next, it is a real account. Okay, go me next point. All the cash receipts, the revenue capital these are shown in the receipts are irrespective of the fact that they give current year, past year, or future. So either वो अभी मिलेगा मुझे या बाद में मिलेगा, but वो पूरा डेबिट एंट्री किसका दिखेगा? पूरा receipts. Next. San. Why all the payments are on the credit side? San is going to pay me, but उसने 15 तारीख का चेक दिया है, but आज क्या डेट है? आज 6 है, but मैं San का नाम से आज एंट्री कर देगा 4,50,000 San has to pay me. So that is which entry? Debit entry or credit entry? Credit entry. She is paying me. And मेरा जो भी पैसा आपको जा रहा है, that is a debit entry. Whatever is the date. Next. Your payment is coming into my credit. My credit is going to these, so that is a debit entry. Your purchase for which you are paying me. These guys say मैंने माल उठाया for चाय. Simple. Let's say second. Similarly, all payments of whatever nature and हो गया. The account is closed at the end of the year with closing balance of cash in hand and bank shown on the credit side. Closing balance कब होगा? कितना cash हाथ में है और कितना बैंक में है. Correct. Now look at the next one. The primary objective of preparing this account is to find out the cash position, opening and closing, and to show the receipts and payments. They can't do. The second payment an account does not take legal services. आप लोग ना A, B, C, D and E एक लाइन में कॉपी कर दो, फिर बाकी सब एक लाइन में. Very important. Once you write, you will understand. अगर आपको शॉर्ट करने का तो बोलना है, but it is not necessary. Try to write it in one sentence, whatever I have explained. The last 2 points I am going to give it to you. Everything is various chilling you. You see. Okay. सही है, यहीं से तो बंद कर दे। I just watch it when he plays 16 forward. ठीक है, हमेशा वही तो खेल रहा हूँ। इन लोगों के सब ये रिप्रेजेंटिंग है। Equal goals. Art current venture. That role is being silent and Rano is sitting. Maybe give the textbook and get the last points. वही तो नहीं कर सकता है तो लोग सारा I have to give you G and H, correct? इसके बाद uses है नहीं, limitations नहीं, then income and expenditure है, and that's a value of the chapter, है ना? ये तो और भी easy हो जाएगा, since we are doing the same thing in our, you asked me ना, here I'll explain. Quantitative है qualitative. Last में economics को एक तरह से मैं economics कर रहा हूँ. जो है मुझे आज मैं model solution को एनालाइज किया जा रहा है. Formula CUP. So we should that fellow establish our class students like not brother अपना क्लास में आता है हमारे स्कूल का अरे गुड come on, G and H लिखो. Why that so lazy? Besides Sunday, if you put any other that day I'm not. But Friday can't. Shall I keep it 4:15 Friday? What is your lecture on Friday? But are we to match it? Let me see. You know about Sunday to extra time working. It can be Sunday to Sunday. Okay. Yeah, write down G point. G. What is that G? The main objective for preparing this account. The main objective for preparing this account is to find out exactly the cash position and to see or show receipts and payments. of different entities. Next and last. Receipts and payment account never reveals either surplus or deficit of that financial year because it only shows all entries of receipt and payment irrespective of the nature. Selective users also. First you write, not write, you read G and H and then tell me, irrespective of their nature. नेचर का देखो लोगों ने क्या कैपिटल है रेवेन्यू है कोई भी रहने दो बट आपको सिर्फ एंट्री दिखेगी तूने प्रॉफिट किया है या लॉस किया वो नहीं बोले यूजर्स पॉइंट नंबर 1 it acts as a base for preparing the income and expenditure account hyphen and the balance sheet. Next. It gives a timely alert or decline in cash receipts. Understand receipts मतलब जो आपके अंदर आ रहा है. Decline of cash receipts and increase of cash payment. समझा? Did I give the example of the chai वाला business? मतलब वो भाई साहब खरीदते जा रहे बट पेमेंट रिसीट आके उसका काम होते जा रहा है तो अलर्ट मिल जाएगा कि तेरा बिजनेस किस में जाने वाला है हाँ जल्दी अभी सुधार किसको स्ट्रॉन्ग करना है कैश रिसीट को स्ट्रॉन्ग कर अभी स्ट्रॉन्ग क्या है कैश पेमेंट का स्ट्रॉन्ग कर रहा है अदरक भी ले रहा है चाय पत्ती भी ले रहा है ग्लास भी ले रहा है डिटर्जेंट भी ले रहा है सोप भी ले रहा है बट उतना इनकम है कितना रहता है correct so that is second one third it gives full information about sources of income and major items of payments analyze sources of income and major items. Extra points here, but I'm reducing it to the max. It helps by a mere glance. Understand glance? Cash position of organization at beginning and end of the company. It is a must. Under the Cooperative Societies Act. जब आपको लेजर मतलब आपको कैश अकाउंट एंड रिसीट बनाना ही पड़ेगा इसके चलो income and expenditure account is there. Read income and expenditure account everyone. पहले ये read कर लो. And we need to learn what you want. We can finish the school chapters. केवल तो जाना नहीं है. केवल तो भूल गए. मुझे याद नहीं तो नहीं करता. Did you inform your dad? At least what did he say? You take your own call. I will avoid. Who करें? ये तो पापा फोन करेंगे. नहीं, when he comes here, he will call you, ना? हाँ, सुचन कर दो. तुम्हें तो एडमिशन मिल जाएगा भाई यार. तेरे को जोड़े कर ये कर लो. एडमिशन किसका है? सर मेरे पापा का काम है. पापा के मामा. तुम्हारे एक उम्र में एंगेज कर. तो ठीक इन्फॉर्मेशन आता है. ठीक है. इंसान का ये. अच्छा सर. मेरा रिलेशन ही है. संडे भाई काफी क्या है. तो वेज या नॉन वेज? कोई जानता पीछे से भाग गया उसको नहीं इसको जा तो फ्राइड चिकन. Where is it? Function. ऐसा बोल हाँ वो ना वही अपना काशी देखो क्या ऊपरी झुका बोलते हैं. एक टेम्पल भी है ना बड़ा. पर एक रमन बोयल करके एक कॉम्पिटिशन है मालूम है? तो नहीं टैक्स. हाँ मतलब जितना भी आपने इनकम किया है या पेमेंट किया है उसके ऊपर आपने टैक्स पे किया है कि नहीं वो भी आपको अकाउंट बता देगा. What is the last word here?
Receive, cash pay or
Receive.
cash.
अच्छा received or paid. मतलब whatever you have bought, did you pay for it? And whatever you have sold, did you receive the amount? या तो paid or slash receive. अभी दीवान अभी आज के लिए जा रहा है. अब चल जाते जाते मेरा 4 बुक भेजते. He is not going to pay me anything. But जैसे वो पेमेंट मेरे पास आएगा, I will write receive. And by the time I receive, I have to pay back the 4 books जिसे मैंने खरीदा. Yeah, that's it. One of them. Grandparents are coming. They want to see you. No, they want a shall be a grandparent. They want yours. Acha, house.
Sir, what is the meaning? Income and expenditure of prepared account trading of
सिंपल है ना. साल के एंड में तुझे सरप्लस मिला या डेफिसिट मिला वही तुझे बताएगा ना अकाउंट. नॉन ट्रेडिंग मतलब a firm which is calculating of you either a CA or a person who is not into your business. भाई तुम लोग चारों मिलकर बिजनेस स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं and I am a non trading person. भी होता है आगे इसको दे वो कैलकुलेट करेगा ना सस्ते में. I am a non trading fellow or I am doing accounting of all your 4 days. समझा? What else? Users जल्दी पिकअप करो. You only read it for me. I'll explain if you want. Then this entire chapter is over. है ना? एक लेक्चर में 2 चैप्टर करते हैं. स्कूल जैसा होता है. Why they are including only the revenue items? Because it will be a credit or a debit payment. A credit payment. And capital purchase is not included for the time being. because when he has to get the revenue that time only he is going to pay back. तो अभी वो एंट्री नहीं करेगा. जैसे मैं सिंगापुर कंपनी में काम करता था, हमको अगर मैं एक बड़ा रेफ्रिजरेटर बेचता हूँ उस कंपनी के लिए, जैसे आई थिंक आई रिमेंबर आई हैव सोल्ड वर्थ $6,800, जबकि वो $6,800 मेरा ओनर के पास 6 महीने के लिए रहेगा, तब तक वो डिविडेंड देना नहीं दिखाएगा, क्रेडिट में ही दिखाएगा. 6 महीने के बाद उस कंपनी को पे करेगा, वो 6,000 नहीं करेगा, 3,500 तब फिर वो डिविडेंड. What else? What else? Pertaining related to.
What is a nominal account?
Nominal account is an account where we are starting with a very minimum cash balance. जैसे बोला ना, maybe cash balance में भी even 100 rupees also. And now all your anti-social activities, anti नहीं बोलने का, all fun-related activities सब फटाफट बंद करो. And अभी November almost 10 आ चुका है. चुपचाप put your head down and start studying. इधर घूम रहा है, वो बोल रहा है, पार्टी में जा रहा है, फंक्शन में जा रहा है, नहीं जा मैं मना नहीं करेगा. But don't get disturbed your studies. November is you are missing. Forget December. Why? What did we say? Same good hands. BJP to do. But today is the news for what? It's a function.
Raigar's an ex-MLA invited my dad to join.
Okay. Your dad is an MLA.
My dad, he invited my dad,
Okay.
MLA, to join and switch sides.
ठीक है. तो तुम्हारा dad अभी किसमें है? शिक्षण में.
Yes.
Today the breaking news is 11 member of MLA of Congress who are with Uddhav. They are going to BJP. पूरा बिजनेस चल रहा है. और गोरेगा में लोग ने डायरेक्टली बोल दिया ना, हम अपना कैंडिडेट को निकाल. तो उद्धव इज वेरी हैप्पी मेरा कैंडिडेट अंदर चल रहा है. जैसे एक ना सिंधे इज आल्सो डूइंग सम आपको मालूम है मेरा पापा का कोई he was an employee for government. But he was
Grandfather was what's his name?
house Insta. To be get. But sorry to say, I don't like the Aditya. So let's be careful. Ministers. Is he a new minister? Okay. Uses. Point number 1. Let's start with Sakil. Or I only read for you. You will explain for me. Sure. आदर्श तो मैं करता हूँ. हाँ, वो क्या होगा? चलो. आज है. भाई उधर भाग Uses. The main uses of receipt and payment are first. Receipt. अरे ये तो मैंने अभी दिया ना. Oh my God. तो करना this side ना. Nature. The main features of income and expenditure account are as follows. It is a nominal account, therefore expenses and losses are debited, incomes or gains are credited. मतलब एक नेम से क्या अकाउंट है. जैसे आप चारों एक अकाउंट बनाते हैं. ना आपको प्रॉफिट है मालूम है ना लॉस है मालूम. सिर्फ एंट्री कर. ये हमने देखा है. So it is a nominal account. If I want to give a simple word, it's a namesake account. Neither you are categorizing it, nor you are segregating it, nor you are accounting it. What did I say? Neither you are categorizing it, nor you segregating it, nor you are accounting. First, entry cut. Second point. The opening and closing balance of the cash and cash at bank are not recorded in it. Why not? आपको तो year end में भी अपनी को जरूरत नहीं है ना, सिर्फ एंट्री तो करना है. कितने में मैंने बैलेंस ओपन किया, कितने में मैं फिनिश कर रहा हूँ, प्लीज बोलो. नेक्स्ट, While preparing income and expenditure account, only items of revenue nature are recorded and all items of capital nature are not. क्योंकि we are in Hindi what do you call it now सकिया जो income आ रहा है वही calculate कर payment हमको ले वो ये नहीं समझ रहे जितना मैं payment control करेगा उतना मेरा revenue jump होगा correct अभी मेरा example देता हूँ I remember not now मेरा forest one हो गया in a month I used to get paychecks at least from 4 agencies not agencies classes one was college 2 was classes and third I used to work as a firm manager also तो मैंने सोचा क्या सर महीने में 4 बार आप चेक डाल कर हाँ अभी महीने में एक चेक भी नहीं आता तो I never used to calculate how much is I am releasing the amount कभी फ्लाइट में इधर जाना है कभी सोना लेके देने का कभी ये करना है क्योंकि इनफ्लो ज्यादा है ना I never calculated what is outflow as in being an economics teacher what should I done inflow jitna aa raha I should not calculate I should very strictly calculate what outflow if I could have really squeezed my outflow my inflow might have been very high understand what I'm saying that is what the nominal does next incomes and expenses pertaining to only current account are recorded in it what is current account this one that I will show क्यों सेविंग अकाउंट का नहीं करेगा this is just for saving account मतलब ही business है ना next income and expense account is prepared in the same manner in which a profit and loss account is prepared अभी हमने profit and loss account किया same the closing balance of this account shows surplus or deficit but if the credit side exceeds the debit side there is surplus on the other hand if the debit side exceeds the credit then it is very simple calculation अगर मेरा credit ज्यादा है और debit कम है it is surplus if credit is less and debit is more, it is deficit. Chalo. I want only you guys write the meaning, right? Income and expenditure account meaning. Today they have taken Rishabh Pant. The lecture is coming. The income and expenditure account is an account slash डाल के नीचे आता है वो लाइन को छोड़ दो slash नहीं hyphen prepared by a non-trading organization to understand the surplus or deficit for an accounting period. Next point. It is same as that of profit or loss account of a business world. Third point. It's just a nominal account prepared using receipts and payments. Now your work is to write the nature and uses and then come back. One line nature and uses. Don't write detail. Right? Stay away from politicians and never meet any what do you call it film stars. Do what? Very good. You have relation with him. Did it on 6-2 and China.
So this one is very important.
अभी ऋषभ पंत बच्चा इधर राउटेला करके तो लड़की अच्छा इनके पास इतना पैसे है ना कहाँ खर्चा करने का बट वो रहती है उसके साथ दूसरी बार मैंने तो वो यूज कराया So it's very interesting chapters and easy na to learn. Okay, why don't we turn on the AC? Okay, umi बंद कर हाँ होगा तो पहले बंद तो कर तब क्या है अंदर में I would love to meet at least one but at least each prime minister we can it's difficult so many restrictions they put us अभी अगर आप उसको मिलने जा रहे हैं ना unless until you are into a politician मेरा ब्रदर था but इसको मैं अमित शाह ने everything सब बोला तो आजा कल मेरा मीटिंग है बोला तो वो बोला था मैं क्या आएगा but if an ordinary person thinks it's very difficult they do also whereas you go to many foreign countries you see the prime minister and the president they start at the MRT railway station और security guard nothing और बेचारा सबको हाथ में रहता है खड़ा रहता है फिर उनका कार्य तो so maybe I'm not going to name ये पूरा बिल्डिंग की सील कर देंगे 6 महीने पहले प्लेटफॉर्म पर उसको कैप्चर कर लेंगे write it in single sentence and you want me to explain you can check with me and अब कैसा रूम लगा थोड़ा आवाज में कम because very chilling so Friday you guys are free you all three except no more lectures for you Sanfra branches Friday is
it's a geography. Friday.
what time
6:30.
MJM sir portion left है Anand Makijani sir Bidu sir अच्छा ये Bidu sir come on but I know the maths and science portions are completed much early. $3:15 my lecture ends, correct? 15:15. Oh, 3:45. 3:45, right? Yes. So no, look at that. 3:45 is 3:15. So 45, right? Sure. Yeah. Your dad is called. Check. Anand to जाके रोड पे करेंगे. When he is arriving, you go. Tomorrow we got a regular class. So 2:35 तक की. I started my economics lecture at 12:30 to 1:30. A break of 1:35 to 2:35. And management नहीं दिख रहा. I believe you. It is. 10 minutes break is there. 2:35 को break है. कॉल आया तो था. Don't worry. They will not leave you for the engagement. आज जाके मेरे तरफ से भी कांग्रेस दे तेरा भाई का चिन्ह. अरिस्टोटल 445 को है खत्म हो रहा है. नहीं रहा है. But one more class after this. उनका ही timing adjust कर. So I want to go somewhere, then why I am asking about jacket. He's very smart. आप जाके चाबी देकर आया वो आया. हाँ लेकिन मैं दोस्त कर दिया. तो तेरे फ्रेंड्स अब बोल रहे कि तेरा नहीं को फिर बोला दोस्त को दिया. दोस्त है ये चाबी है कुछ और भी कुछ ना करा. ऐसा बोल रहा है. 10 मिनट तक ब्रेक तो सारे मिनट में काम चलेगा. So now we are going to go for a break. 2 minutes, correct? They are saying state of the Mumbai metro. 14 lines are in the works. एक मेट्रो अभी तक अपना नवी मुंबई का स्टार्ट नहीं किया. How many points you have written for me? What are you talking about? कितना फीचर्स दिया है? कुछ की मत. 4 है. उससे भी ज्यादा है. यूजर्स कौन लिखेगा? ठीक है. अरे 45 को है ना ब्रेक. ठीक है. तो तुम मुझे 35 को क्यों नहीं बोले? अच्छा एक काम करें. अभी 45 को जाता हूँ 55 को आता है ना. क्या पता नहीं अपना ही टाइम है. जब तू ऐसा ब्रेक ले ले चलिए देवन सर चेक से बच के बाहर भी कर रहा हूँ. टू आवर्स का नहीं 3 आवर्स का हो गया ना लेक्चर कर. 1 + 2 आवर्स और 1 + 3 आवर्स +3 तो मैं आधी पूरा पोर्शन फिनिश कर दूं हमारे स्कूल के तरफ. वो आगे में कुछ बोला अभी तेरा दोस्त कुछ बोला. हाँ बोला क्या आज आया. किधर चलना नहीं सर वो नहीं है. फिर थोड़ी देर के बाद जाकर चलो चल जाएंगे. आई एम नॉट इंटरेस्टेड. टुमारो कुछ नहीं तुम बोलते रहने दे. आई हैव नेवर डन विद माय स्टूडेंट्स के लिए. मैंने वो टेक्स्ट डाल रहा था तो मैंने भी हाँ बोला. एंड टुडे आते मैंने कुछ अच्छा फिर अभी जाएंगे नहीं सर वो he in Instagram chat with me that fellow called Avi and listening. By सबको he had some repenting for something in front of students. He told मैंने उसको चलना है. He told that he will be giving me a piece if I pardon him. और आया आज मैं कुछ करना नहीं सब भूल गया मैं चलो we'll come back after 10 minutes क्या दिखा दिखा इसका आत्मा को चैन पड़ेगा ये न्यूज में आ गया who is your dad ABS रुक जा पीछे जाएगा नहीं हाँ बोल where are you man बट तू किधर है हीरो किधर है
मैं ये फोटो में मेरा फोटो डाला है
ये मुझे उसका you are with him that is what I invest for your dad is who उसमें है
मैं है फोटो में है
हाँ मुझे दिखा मुझे लगा you are standing with Uddhav अच्छा he is contesting on Uddhav's party he is your dad what's his name अच्छा so you might be knowing that Raman Boyer of that ये जो who is he is your family member
not family
एक ही गाँव है I need to buy 55 okay अभी भी लेट Give me your pen. Sorry, man.
सर नहीं वाला
भाई सब मेरे ही एग्जाम में होता है तब तो लगे वो आराम से just tell me what I want what I was trying to give explain or users I you want me to give you wrote what is the next heading
balance sheet only meaning
okay so meaning मैं दे दूं users आपको लिखेंगे चलो write down meaning just give me 1 minute you need that black pen huh no take it okay correct okay balance sheet can be better understood as balance sheet can be better understood as a statement, a detailed statement can be better understood as a detailed statement which shows the assets and liabilities of any given organization, assets and liabilities of any given organization on a particular date. Second point. It is purely prepared on the basis of receipts and payments of by a non-trading organization. By a non-trading organization with other relevant information. With other relevant information. Put the heading uses. Hey, uses main features are there. Yes. Write down features. Point number 1. A balance sheet. You write BS, huh? A balance sheet is always prepared on a given particular fixed day. A given particular fixed day. Second. Preparation of income and expenditure account. Preparation of income and expenditure account is first, after which balance sheet is prepared. It is not an account, but a statement. It is not an account, but a statement. So what is the meaning of the word not an account, but a statement?
So it helps to show the company.
When I get a statement from the bank, it just shows only the entries. कौन सा date पे मैंने deposit किया, कौन सा date पे मैंने withdraw. Does it shows from where it has come, what is the source of income? ज़्यादा details नहीं. Am I worried for where it has come, what? मेरा balance statement. That is my balance sheet. Whereas if it is an account, what is that? Receipt, capital account, and what is the other account? Where I will be checking. कहाँ से मुझे पैसा अभी साइन में पैसे नहीं दिए पूरा 6 तारीख से पहले दे दो आज 8 बजे फिर मैं कॉल करेंगे क्या हुआ और इनको मुझे पेमेंट करना है इन लोग का कॉल मेरे बताएगा क्या सर आपने ये बोला और 8 हो गया मिला रुपया सामने चली गया. So are you understanding the difference between a balance sheet and a capital and a receipt statement? So that is an account. It is a sheet. Next. It always shows the financial position. And now you can switch on the AC. चल रहा है कुछ चल रहा है हाँ तो फिर ये हम करेंगे वो अभी तो से आया financial position on a predetermined or a fixed date. Last point. Assets and liabilities are shown on the right and left hand side respectively. So assets कौन सा side में रहेगा? Right. और liability left first. Save it and use the sequence. If the points are lengthy, you can ask me. Compulsory requirement, legal requirement. Statutory, compulsory लिखना। अरे एक छोटा वर्ड का मीनिंग है, क्या करेगा? The imam said that dad or some fellow was there. Dad was there in the office. So he was fine. Done. This chapter is completed. You want me to solve any questions or shall we jump into that kind? हमेशा ना both in CA and economics the points to remember करके end आता है ना summary अभी ये read करके देखो this chapter earlier chapter and क्या if you have any query please ask because that entire chapter is in a nutshell. September school that's okay नहीं I heard मतलब December 10th मतलब by the time these are UP coming to an end prelims UT prelims I heard starts with 2-0 I don't know you guys have that okay UT का prelims ये month में start हो रहा है ना किसका खत्म नहीं इंग्लिश का वो सिर्फ बस पर मैंने तो सुना तब मैं बाकी मेरा आदमी जी we have only manufacturing correct उसमें mineral base बाकी है फिर बस वो खत्म हो गया वो waste management मैंने ऑनलाइन में कर लिया why should I ऑनलाइन में कर लिया तो कर लिया हाँ वो तुम डिपार्टमेंट से बात करो ऑलरेडी हुआ है ना वो किसी ने किया है ना तो मैं तो बोलूँगा अगर आप टाइम बोल ले I don't want to make the teacher but वो है ना वो तो तुम लोग इधर बात करो let's say unlike you the CBC batch is very smart the 10 CBC है you know it ना I take everything for you तुम लोग तो बस बीच बीच में बोलने का बजाय उधर खड़े हो जाते let's say तभी से और that is मेरे हाथ में जो है मैं करता हूँ I never said no to you guys. Come on, let's proceed. And even for Sanpada yesterday only had finished the entire ICSE portion. And today, not today, yesterday I given them a good practice. Middle star, climate का numerical करवाया, math करवाया. Yeah, that's mean the end it was not matching. But although healthy is well current does know. Come on. Give me the textbook. For that, your coordinator will help you. The schools or any village, etc. They will not say cut your school and come. ऐसे भी लोग तो वैसे भी चलता है. कभी दिया क्या टेस्ट इधर देख ले. Banking and banking transaction. Tell me what all the things is there. Because now only we have just completed bank from economic. What I am going to do, meaning of banking, types of banking, I am going to give only the heading. Okay, first you write meaning of banking. It is a company which collects money from people. It is a company which collects money from a bank or banking. Actually, bank and banking ATM, noun form and verb form. Company which collects money from people in the form of cash deposits. In the form of cash deposits and in turn lends the same to the borrowers. I'm not going to give what is given in your textbook. Okay, there are 3 persons definition they have given. You select any one which is easy. If you want me to give explanation, tell me I'm ready. So can to be easy lage. अभी लिखना है तो लिख लो. If you want me to explain that also. Okay. नहीं अभी नहीं. दोनों को मिला के मैंने तो सिर्फ अभी जो वाशी में जो प्रिंट कल्चर है ना वो लोगों ने पढ़ा में शायद हिस्ट्री में डेवलप किया है उन्होंने बोला कि वो कर रही है वो भी चेक कर लो भाषा से डिस्कस कर लें प्रिंट कल्चर का सैंपल है हाँ मैं हमें मालूम कर दिया चलो लेट्स स्टार्ट लेट्स सी हेलो सब सेंट्रल बैंक ना इसमें ऑल इज देयर आर यू श्योर चल आई गेट 2 to line में एक ना बड़ा नहीं सेंट्रल लाइन कमर्शियल ना तो लिखो इंपॉर्टेंस चाहिए but that you are going to write ना ठीक है ऐसे लिखिए थोड़ी सी स्कूल थोड़ी बंद कर दो कैरेक्टर तो ऐसे भी है importance where it is importance इसका स्कूल का फॉलो मत करो there are certain school which are picking up this there are certain school ये पर क्या ना ब्रांच ऐसे के सिक्योर ऑक्सफोर्ड में तो मेरा पासवर्ड जरा लंबा है चलेगा I never keep any password जो वहां से कंपनी ने दिया है you don't have तू इधर चेक करना भाई इतना बड़ा स्क्रीन में बात की नहीं चाहिए हाँ टर्न और उसको स्टॉप शेयर कर why do you stop अरे वो जो रेड बटन अरे वो रेड बटन अब इसको मिनिमाइज कर लेके पिकअप बोलते नहीं हो रहा है ये क्रोम बंद दूसरा क्रोम देगा एक ही क्रोम है दो है ना दूसरा देखो क्रोम माना से कुछ नहीं करेगा ऊपर से ले ओआरजी से बड़ी ये रिक्वेस्ट करना
So central bank and commercial bank.
difference between two types
हाँ
central bank and commercial bank ही है
हाँ
ये सब तो हम लोग ने कर दिया देखो सेविंग करंट रिकरिंग फिक्स्ड अकाउंट ये सब किया अभी now you have to do difference between central bank and commercial bank
and requirement for an account holder operating.
वो तो पासबुक चेकबुक पेन स्लिप वो सब तो इजी है ना
हाँ नहीं सर वो भी हार्ड है
वो भी तेरा नाम का अकाउंट नहीं
नहीं पता
let it be as it is. Now minimize it and put our zoom page. जैसा मैं शेयर स्क्रीन कर go to the advanced page share करें short and medium से image of text याद है क्या क्या है types of banks central and commercial bank right but maybe of time पहले दिया ना अभी बहुत जब देने की जरूरत है अगर नहीं है तो अगर एक दो लाइन एक्स्ट्रा डाल मिले तो क्या होगा हैं और फिर बोलना it is the highest bank this bank central bank also known as apex bank of the banking system which regulates money and credit in the country. Of the country or in the country. Next. It occupies a central position. And its main purpose is to serve the country. Yes. It acts as a banker's bank. Since it is leader of the entire banking system. Example. RBI is the central bank of India. Commercial bank. A financial institution. Which accept deposits and advance loans to the needy businessmen and others. So, consumer is objectives. But let's take whatever it is. Next. SBI is the largest commercial bank, followed by Bob. You understand Bob? Bank of Baroda. अपने एरिया में है ना और बीच में बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा पीएनबी प्लस पीएनबी इसमें से भी सर मान लिया है 4,500 करोड़ रुपए Now check what it is. After this, nothing is there except functions of commercial bank. So we have functions of central bank also. This I've already written na currency books वगैरह. जो economics में दिया वो पूरा points उठा के डाला. ये वाला इसका subheading same topic है. Same ही है. हाँ, how to explanation and then answer heading ही. Functions of central bank, commercial bank. इनका economics में भी दे दिया है. आपको उसका हेडिंग ही लिखना जब बच्चे में इकोनॉमिक्स डालो हेडिंग वो लिख रहे हैं ना चुनो लिखो ना क्या है हेडिंग लिखो फिर उधर बोल गया तो यहाँ लर्न कर I will give the functions of commercial bank. So good, we are teaching the same topic in two different subjects. To learn economics, don't learn CA. अभी कभी खत्म हो गया 3:45 में ये as you said you can write it at home also ये लिखे commercial banks that was not there ना in economics में नहीं था ना commercial banks तो उधर देखो is the heading same yes everything sure oh no it is not there in economics you write that one commercial bank that you have written in central bank. He's getting confused with central bank and commercial bank. Yes, I have not written. I don't need to explain. I'll tell you. Yes, commission.
How the concept. Collection and publication of data.
Collection and
Publication of data.
Returns. I mean data. देखो every 3 months or every 6 months RBI takes a meeting of all the commercial banks. How many banks are doing good? How many are maintaining CRR? How many are not maintaining SLR? फिर मीटिंग्स में उनको persuade भी करते हैं. What is persuade? कितना आपका bad debts हुआ? फिर डायरेक्ट एक्शन भी लेता है किसी का लाइसेंस फ्रीज करता है एक्सेट्रा यही हो ठीक है क्लियरिंग हाउस फैसिलिटीज मतलब व्हाटएवर द लोन्स आर पेंडिंग फॉर कमर्शियल बैंक आरबीआई अपने तरफ से फंड करके वो लोन को क्लियर करने में लगता है ओके देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड एज एनपीएस एनीबॉडी नो व्हाट इज एनपीएस फॉर एनपीए non-performing assets. I mean, you see now banks are not like banks; they are like a mixed company. थोड़ा सा ऐसी वगैरह सब डालते हैं, वो पैसे कौन देते हैं banks? आगे क्यों देते? They have to collect the money from their own circulation only. Although directly it is not going to add to their income, but indirectly it's going to expand their business. Always this non-performing assets because ये जो ब्रांच एक्सपेंशन का जो काम है वो पैसा तो बैंक को अपने पॉकेट से डालना पड़ेगा और बैंक क्यों अपना पॉकेट से डालेगा, करेक्ट? So every time these NPAs are very big amount for which RBI keeps guiding them, keep regulating them, है ना? आप ज्यादा कमर्शियल लोन दो, ज्यादा पर्सनल लोन दो। अभी पर्सनल लोन में मिनिमम 9% है और ज्यादा 18%। तो जितना भी तुमने ब्रांच एक्सपेंड किया वो पर्सनल लोन से करेक्ट कर लो खर्चा। अभी जैसे मैंने इसको उधार दिया है, he has given the same money to you. I had given him 6%, he is giving you at 9%. So what is his income? 3%. वो कमाएगा। If I am trying to squeeze you, he will squeeze you. So this is that NPA relation. Understood? चलो, commercial bank का कौन सा point दे दिया वो ही लिखिए। So that one individual is writing all. Boy. Commercial bank का कौन सा point explain करेगा वो भी बोल देना। Like whenever we talk about an agency, I am giving a check to an institution like UT. It is my work, but done by my bank. It acts as an agent for me. I am giving a check to a retailer, transporter. Now you have this. Did you not see checkbook facility, ATM facility? Pilot to bank, and today's bank there is a lot of difference. Today bank performs anything and every job for you. Clearing your bills, paying your amount, clearing as an agent for you, giving you ATM cards, making all your educational expenses, correct? So today performance of a bank and functioning of the bank is expanded. So that is the reason today we say banking transaction helps in every economic function. जितना बिना बैंक को involve किए करेगा, the money will be, money cannot be traced back. फिर digital currency क्या था? You will not see. It's so easy. I mean, there are so many frauds in your what is that GPay or phone pay. अभी वो fraud नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि तुम्हारा amount directly तुम्हारा account से जा रहा है. GPay is one outlet. जो आपका आउटलेट क्या करता है, आपका अकाउंट से लिंक करता है। अगर जीपे से तुम्हारा अमाउंट चले गया, यू कैन नॉट अप्रोच द बैंक। अभी जितना भी डिजिटल करेंसी में यूज करेगा, आई कैन आस्क माय बैंक, तेरा अकाउंट से गया ना पैसा, व्हाट इज अकाउंट नंबर? द जिम वेयर आई एम गोइंग टू नहीं जाता रेगुलरली, द ट्रेनर हैज लॉस्ट मोर देन 70,000 फ्रॉम हिज अकाउंट। तो बोला सर वो जीपे से फ्रॉड हो गया ना, उसने फोन किया, ओटीपी आएगा, बोला ओटीपी आया, गया बोला, तो बोला जा इस बैंक से कोट है बैंक गया भी, बोलते कौन सा अकाउंट से डेबिट हुआ, बोलते जीपे का अकाउंट से, फिर जाओ हम हमारा लेना है जीपे से। It could have been he has used a bank transaction, जैसा मैं यूज करता हूँ, मैं सिर्फ एक्सेस का ही फोन बैंकिंग यूज करता हूँ और कुछ भी नहीं, जीपे या जो भी आप बोलते हैं। क्यों? If I did any mistake or anybody has looted my money, I can approach the bank at least. Where will I go for GPay? GPay के किधर भी एक outlet, नहीं ना? So that is what they are saying. Today banks have become lender of last resort. Your agency function, clearing your bills, है ना? In fact अभी तो reminders डाल के रख सकता है कि ये दिन पे ये check निकल जाने का. Did I not say during that COVID time? One fellow early morning gets brushing up, तुरंत your salary is credited. He is doing it very quickly. तो बोलता है monthly rental is debited. He is doing slowly. Auto loan is debited. 1 लाख रुपए आता फिर ending में balance लिखा था 1,000. सब कुछ एक automatic debit हो जाता है. So certain rich people do that also. Auto transfer बोलते हैं. एक साइड से क्रेडिट आएगा और दूसरे से डेबिट निकलेगा. मैंने अपना हाउसिंग लोन को भी ऐसे ही करता है. जब मैं इंडिया में आया मैं चेक देता हूँ कि कितना तुम लोग ले रहा है, वैसे भी फॉर स्मॉल अमाउंट दे चार्ज मी ऑलमोस्ट 3 टाइम्स, अभी भी लोन चल और न्यूसेंस बैंक फ्रॉड स्कीम पे व्हाट है। आई थिंक दैट्स सेकंड इंट्रोडक्शन एंड कम बैक टू मी। अभी ट्रस्टिंग में अभी मेरा जो एक ट्रस्ट है इसका पूरा मैनेजमेंट बैंक में रखा हूँ, जो है ये लालबाग का राजा है, साल में एक ही बार उसका पूरा वो डेकोरेशन बाहर आता है, साल भर वो पूरा गोल्ड आइटम किसी बैंक में रखता है। It's a trustee for which they will be getting some money, है ना? So my bank is acting as a trustee. If I have no child, no wife, nothing, I can keep my entire family house as a trustee to a bank. Bank will take care after my death. और जिसको भी मैं नॉमिनी देगा बैंक बोलेगा अलग इसमें आपके नाम नॉमिनी दिए आप उसको लेंगे. Correct. That's a trust. What else? I mean, whenever the markets are opening, the stock market, there are underwriters. Underwriters मतलब आपका credibility देख के आपका stock value fix होता है. वे underwriting कब होगा? They will check all your bank balance. किसका? Saving account और current account. Current business है ना आपका. And it will give a credit to. Yes, allegation company is doing business for last 5 years. This is all transaction. But stock market में एक सेबी करके बॉडी है, Security Exchange Board of India. वो बैंक का पूरा ट्रांजैक्ट करेगा. अच्छा ठीक. तो आगे इसका फेस वैल्यू 10 रुपए से मैं मार्केट में लॉन्च करूँ. जैसे जैसे मेरा पॉइंट्स बढ़ेगा, जितना लोग शेयर्स में पैसा लगाएगा, उतना my face value will rise. The more my points are rising, the more stock value will rise. That is underwriting. Even nowadays, that is done by a bank. Right? What else? Is how many chapters today we have finished? Entire banking is finished. Equipment okay. Just write this in your points. पीछे भी करेंगे पूरा इधर करना और इधर से all confusion. Shall we? Shall we start? 2 तक तो 3 मिनट से फायदा करना है.